Okay, so let's get this started now. So, right here, I was so confused on why they put in surfboarding when I forgot clearly that there was the battle bus was clearly destroyed. Okay, and here's an interesting part. I thought that if you just kept on going, you'd land on the actual shore instead of like the island that it lifts you up. I just like normally thought that you would have, but then that wouldn't make sense. A lot of people would have been fighting by then. Okay. Here, I actually thought that, you know, I looked up because um, Huntdown or Chevy Thor, whatever I call him by now, uh, told me he went higher, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So, actually, this spot right here, right now, Battlewood Boulevard, I put that in because, I'm Texan, so I gotta get ready for them action. I was like, this is epic. Uh, Battlewood Boulevard, I is my new hot drop now. That's where I be dropping almost all games. Here, I thought I could take everyone on because I'm more of an aggressive type, and at this part, I was like, all right, let's get this over with. Initially, I thought that bullet hit me at first, but then I was like, what the fuck? This bullet did not even hit me. So I was being chased. I thought they were real players. I was like, well, good luck, my boy. You could deal with it. And I was trying to hide, making sure I could get some shield. I saw that little lightning bolt, and I was like, what the fuck? You can shoot lightning in this game now? I didn't see the gun he had, so at the time I was like, what the fuck? What is that? And then I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck is that cannon? They brought the Autobot thing back from, I don't know what chapter it was. I think it was chapter 4? Yeah, the season when Prime came in. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right, we all, what we gotta do. We gotta disrespect them, even though they were bots. Okay. Here, he scared me. I was like, what the fuck is that? I saw his thing, and I was like, bruh. And so here, let me show y'all something. Uh, while while I'm doing whatever I'm doing, uh, that part right there where I'm about to jump down on glass, I was like, I wonder if I can break the glass. I did. But anyways, let me tell y'all what I be struggling with. That right there is my projector. So what I see is basically how I have to play with on Fortnite or any other game. Uh, okay. Oh, God damn it, phone. Okay. So if I turn on the lights, it's gonna be very difficult for me to see. Now, here, I heard him say he saw the lightning gun that I was confused. I was like, what the fuck is that gun? And so I went and checked it to be like, what the fuck is this? Or how many shots it had. Because normally I didn't think about that. And at this part, I was like, what the? I could camouflage? Bet. It's time to sneak up on some players. So, right here, this part, I got really mad at myself when I reviewed the footage. I was like, dude, take the minis. Take the goddamn minis. Take the minis! And then at the end, I just ignored it. I was like, I would never do that. So I didn't see him. Big deal. But at the same time, I was like, why didn't he take the goddamn shield? Why didn't I take the goddamn shield? But I was distracted at the movie theater because, I wanted to see if I could make my shadow like how this shadow is on that projector. But, failure is imminent. He bonked my head with a big pot, and I was like, excuse you, sir? What about the minis? Uh, what else? And here, he picked up the goddamn minis. I was like, were those always there? In my mind, I was thinking, were those always there? And I was like, oh, well, I'll find another big pot. Big deal. And so with luck, I don't know why, I got like extreme plot armor or luck for some reason. But notice like right there, I didn't take any fall damage. I don't know why. And right here, I also didn't take fall damage, which should have. I should have. And there's a big pot. I was like, do I got plot armor? Clearly, I got something going on. So at first, right here, when I was reading all those titles, I did not notice that that third one, that was like closest to the entrance, was has a picture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I was like, when I went back into the footage, I was like, is that a T-Rex? Well, mother my biscuits, it is a T-Rex. Okay, and let's see. So, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we heard a shot, and I was like, "Oh, let me go get this elim." But I noticed my shotgun wasn't equipped, and I was like, "How did he die?" It was clearly Tibble, and I wasn't paying attention. And so earlier later on he says something along the lines of, "Yo, you want to take these bubble shield?" I dropped it because of the blue AR, and right there I shockwave him, and he's like, "Oh, you bit! Oh wait, hold up! You actually did a good job. There's an enemy right over there." I was like, "Well, let me go handle business." So right there I said, "Oh, hello, hello." Um, Mainly because of the SMG. I was like, and then I was sucking my aim when I was trying to shoot at this poor guy over here that was clearly a bot. He was commentating, were those AI up there? Clearly, it was just some help, but as well as regular people. It was regular people that was shooting at him. And right there, I told him, "Hey, you got a car behind you," and he reacted just in time. And he was getting shot. I was thinking, I wonder if I can distract them while he heals. And then I noticed there was a big pot, and I was like, "Oh, here you go, bro." But what I didn't notice is that he had minis, and so I was like, "Oh, here, throw me the ball, son." And so he does so, and I was like, "Oh, there's also a med kit over there, bro. You want to take that?" And he was like, "I can't get there on time." I was like, "Oh, they're distracted, dude. You got this." Proceeds to run and gets almost annihilated. Not really. um, let's see what else happened here. Oh yeah, we were having a conversation. What I didn't realize is that they were gonna bring self revives onto not the. Well, they did bring it eventually one time during the regular Fortnite Battle Royale, but not onto what you might call it. I think it was Reload, the one where you respawn. Yeah, and most of the times I got this one emote where I had like arrows pointing down my back, showing how much wins I got on reload. Those motherfucker. Oh yeah. Earlier, how I said that he was gonna mention that, and I was like, oh, I already dropped that for something else, bro. Yeah, that was the reason. Um, anyways, yeah, back at reload or reboot. I don't know what it was. Uh, those motherfuckers always at the end of the end game, they have that self revive, and I have to make sure they were there. One game, they were using it while they were in storm, and I was with one guy, and he was in storm. I was in circle, mind you. He he and I were very evenly matched, struggling who would get the win, having to build and build and build. We built a fucking skyscraper, man. No, not really. It was just more like a two-floor thing. Um, and then I knocked him down, clearly making me the winner with 30 HP left. I shit you not, 30 HP left, and I saw him in circle. I saw him in storm while I was in circle, and I was like, "Is he moving? Is he knocked? It's a solo player. Why is it? Wait a minute. Oh, the self revive. Okay, and that's how I won the first ever reload. Right here, actually, funny story. Uh, I wanted to see if you would react to it, and did I not? I shit you not. I did not think he would have made it through in the last few seconds. And then I saw that reboot van, and I was like, he mentioned something about that reboot moving and driving. I wonder if I could do something. He's like, no one's finna know. You're finna know. I'm like, you're finna know. Bam, bam. I sent him flying. I forgot that camera's angle was pretty good for that uh, effect on it. At that time, I thought that if you just hop onto the back of the reboot, you can heal. But actually, if you're downed, you're the one. If you're actually down, you can enter the back of the reboot van and heal yourself up as if you were knocked. Otherwise, saying like you're knocked, you enter the back of the reboot van. Your uh, teammates drive off to a safer place while you reboot or get revived, and that happens. At that exact moment, those sirens go. I'm like, ah, oh shit. He was like, that would have been bad if I was out there. And I was like, I found the sirens, and obviously that made him mad, or not mad, laugh. And I was like, yeah, I'm not trusted to drive this. You drive this, man. And he did so. I was like, press circle for booze, and you get the wee woos. He was like, what? I was like, are you deaf, my guy? Press circle to get the wee woos. And he was like, oh, presses it. What I didn't realize is that later on in this video, sorry, I'm using my right hand, and clearly it's the left hand that is in the screen for me. Um, you see, he is using up the boost. Later on, that would be more important into the video. I'll tell you why. And he was like, "Oh, let's go attack the motherfuckers that are under the bridge that we heard earlier." And I was like, "If you want, I'm not against it." And then they started shooting at us. I was like, "Oh, oh, they're right there." I try to shoot, and I see this motherfucker flying. I'm like, "Are we in creative or battle royale? What the fuck is that?" But then a few matches later, I found out it was just a new item they added. And I was like, "Well, this is pretty useless. Pretty useful for getting away fast, sure, and like gliding away and um, relative ease. But so right here, I noticed his reboot van was also sounding, but they shoot at my car first. What the fuck was that? Racist ass bastards. Anyways, back to that little jetpack thing. Um, yeah, it's useful for like long range travel, but when you're taking off, you're gonna get shot and progressively get killed if for it they delaying it too long. Now, I'm not complaining about it. It's a pretty good thing, but I'm just saying like you're at a disadvantage when you try to start taking off and they shoot you down. So that's why I like carry mostly around a jump pad. Now, see what happened right there. I was leaving or trying to hide the car in the garage, but I didn't notice that there was someone right there until I saw the colors of the pack. And right there, you could just see under those true trees there was a player, and I did not see him until I was watching my recordings. Right here, I was thinking, yeah, let me run someone over. I thought it was Call of Duty because I thought they would die in one hit. Nope, this is not Call of Duty. I don't know how the hell I survived or managed to flip that shit when clearly in the reboot van you saw earlier that there was some issues. Okay. So I didn't know this. That was actually very important for one of the missions that I had to do. It was in a complete misery. So see right there, earlier I said he ran out of fuel, using it up, the boost. My guy, clearly you're at fault for using up all the boost. Like sure, I used up some boost and drived a little bit, but only a teeny bit compared to you who wee woo wee woo wee woo wee woo. Okay, let's see what else. Oh yeah, he got knocked and he was like, "Oh, I can roll." I was like, "The fuck? You can become a cinnamon roll?" And he was like, "No, I can roll over and be like, "Oh, you're a good dog, good boy." That was like a classic burn I was thinking of trying to after just watching this video like this morning, I guess. Like I keep some recordings or I also go to my YouTube and watch videos all over again to look at something I could have said or done to make it more funnier, but no. So right here, I don't know how I didn't notice this, but Marge comes up, or that Marge skin right there, and I shoot it, making 100 damage, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just sit here, and they're probably not gonna do anything. But if in case his partner comes up, I'm gonna be ready. And then my Joe over here was like telling me, oh, they're probably reviving. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Where the fuck did they go? Like they could have been under me, but if that was so, why didn't one of them come out? Because like at this point, like as soon as I get over this rock, yeah, right there, they could have finished and followed me, but that's not possible. Cause sure, what they might have been healing and camping and hiding, but then at the same time, they could have been like, it's just one guy, we can just kill him. Like sure, they probably didn't know if I was alone or not, but footsteps could account, and that would have ended the game right there. And I would have never uploaded this video. But fun fact, this is actually my first time playing it. Now earlier it did show that I was at level 10. I didn't play Battle Royale, the original Battle Royale, the one you're seeing right now. I was playing Lego Ninjago Fortnite, I think it was. I don't know which one it was. So anyways, right here it was a 1v1. He said, "Pull out the purple gun." I was like, "Oh my god, okay, I'm just gonna make you quiet down and start using this." And then he was like, "Hey, that's a good combo." It's not a combo if the first few bullets didn't hit as well as this much. Uh, Speaking of which, I gotta go now because it's telling me that in recording, but we'll see y'all in the next one. So I'm just messing. Like, subscribe, I don't care, or else.